singing and dancing on the streets of Tel Aviv.
We are the champion, my friend.
What began as a protest against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu turned into a celebration.
We're hopeful for this change, for a better future for this wonderful state. That's why we're here.
After 12 years at the helm, Mr. Netanyahu looks set to lose his grip on power. Israel's longest-serving Prime Minister was ousted after a late-night deal was struck. The centrist opposition leader, former newsreader Yair Lapid, agreed to join forces with ultranationalist politician Naftali Bennett. They'll split the job of Prime Minister, with Mr. Bennett serving the first 2 years.
I'm not ashamed of that. I'm right-wing.
Naftali Bennett is a former Netanyahu protege who's a staunch supporter of Israeli settlements and an opponent to a Palestinian state.
As long as I'm in politics, I will never give up 1 centimeter of land of Israel. I'll be very clear. Doesn't matter who talks to me. That's not going to happen.
The coalition includes parties from across the political spectrum, including the Israeli left and Arab politicians, all united by a desire to oust Mr. Netanyahu.
Nobody is satisfied of the Bennett-Lapid in the making government. Neither the right wing nor the left wing.
There's been a drift to the right in Israeli politics over the last decade. In fact, Naftali Bennett's own political views are potentially even further to the right of Benjamin Netanyahu's. It's his ability to act on them, though, in Israel's parliament that will likely be limited by more moderate elements of his coalition.
In the occupied West Bank city of Ramallah, the response among Palestinians was muted.
All we know is that we're occupied and it doesn't matter who's in charge, it's really the same thing.
The agreement still needs to be approved by Israel's parliament in a vote due early next week. Benjamin Netanyahu is desperate to remain in office while he faces corruption charges and is expected to fight every inch of the way to deny the new government its wafer-thin majority.
Will this be your last week as Prime Minister?
Is that a wish or a question?
Tom Joyner, ABC News, Jerusalem.